Alright, so this is the packet to review the rational numbers that you are going to have a test on soon. So this video is to help you if you want to check your answers or if you want to go over any review questions before your test. So the first slide on the PowerPoint says write an integer for the situation. Now remember, an integer is any number, positive or negative number, that's a rational number. So we're looking at positive and negative numbers for this. A withdrawal of $30. So you go to the bank and you take out $30 from the bank. The bank lost your $30. Well, they didn't lose it, they gave it to you. So the bank now has $30 less than they did originally. So this one would be a negative $30. What is the meaning of 0 in this situation? Let's say when you go to the bank, you had $50 in your bank account. Now you take $30 out, they had 20 left. So the meaning of 0 would be your balance before withdrawing money. So that's the meaning of 0 in that situation. We turn the page. It says write an integer for this situation, a penalty of 10 yards. So you're watching the Packer game, you know, there's a flag thrown, and the Packers have to move back 10 yards from the original field of play. So if they move back 10 yards, you're moving negative 10 from where they started. So what is the meaning of 0 in this situation? The line of scrimmage. Would be the meaning of 0. Okay. The opposite of 25. Well, the opposite of 25, it's just its positive counterpart. So if it's negative 25, the opposite of 25 is going to, or negative 25 is going to be 25. What is the opposite of negative 1? Well, it's going to be its positive counterpart, I should say. So it's a positive 1. And I don't necessarily need to write, let me focus that for you, a plus sign here. If there's no symbol in front of it, it's just implied that it's positive. Okay? Now we're going to label the quadrants. Remember, the trick for labeling quadrants, if you forget, coordinate plane. You make a C. You start here and you end here. So this is going to be 1. This is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Now I'm also going to ask that you label if the x and y coordinates are positive and negative. So in quadrant 1, we have a positive, positive. Quadrant 2, negative, positive, because you're going to the left of 0 and up. 3, negative, negative, because you're going left and down. And then 4, positive, negative, because you're going right and down. Now let's turn the page. Alright, plot these points. Remember, x comes first in the alphabet, x, y, z. X comes first, then y, so x, y. And x makes a cross. If we write an x, it makes a cross, so we have to go across first. So the first one is saying negative 4, and then we go up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We write a capital letter A. B, 0, 10. We go across. We don't go across, but we go up 10. C, across first, and then up or down, so across to 7, down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's C. And then D, negative 9, 0. So we go across first, and then up or down, which we don't, because it's 0. There's B. Alright, so we have a number line. The first thing I'm going to do, because this number line is not labeled, I'm going to label my number line. And I always want to make my 0 in the middle. So there's 0. And I need to fit at least 6 and at least -5 on the negative side. So I'm going to go to -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we just have to plot them. So 0, -2, 6, 3, and -5. One thing I do want to point out, I'm not writing my points up above. I'm not writing an X. I'm not circling them. Notice where I graph these points. It's at the intersection of the number line and where I labeled the specific integer. So that's how you want to graph those points. All right, absolute value. Just remember, you can never have a negative distance. If you have a penalty of 10 yards, you still have to travel 10 yards back. Okay? So absolute value is magnitude or distance, and it cannot be negative. So really what it's asking you to do is, how far is this number from 0? Well, -32 is 32 units away from 0. 10 would be 10. And now whenever you see a number sentence, I'm actually going to write out the integers without the absolute value first. So the absolute value of 8 is 8. I keep my subtraction sign. And the absolute value of -1 is 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay? The absolute value of 6 is 6. Keep the addition sign. And then the absolute value of 10 plus 4 is 14. So 6 plus 14 is 20. Okay? And then last but not least, we have inequalities. Remember, this is less than, greater than, or equal to. So we're going to look at these. -10, if it's negative, that's going to be less than a positive number. -10 is less than 4. And 17 is greater than -25. That is it for the review packet. If I were to tell you one thing to go over that's not on here, is distance on the coordinate plane and these absolute value number sentences. Okay, on your quizzes, that's where I saw the biggest area, so just make sure you review this and ask questions if you need it.